They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Red on red.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Bears in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways. But you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they left the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Vikings nothing.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. A nice little juke. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Patterson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Barkley is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Hey, Lion!
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Great job.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Black. Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Escapes, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out.
A 38-yard attempt.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
Let's go.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Lawrence. Looking deep here for Dobbs. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go quickly here out to Moore. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Rondale Moore. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chigakonkwo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's It's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
On third down, Cousins.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taking it about the 36. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
At the 13-yard line.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
11.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Go. 11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
At their own 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Cousins on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 17 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
These guys running back out of the backfield, and he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Cousins now from the 50. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A first down throw for Cousins. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Taking it right down Broadway. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Cousins. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown, Bears! Saquon Barkley, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Now Cousins. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it. Are you going to put a smaller corner on it? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Lawrence. He gets this complete to Diggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Throwing now, Lawrence. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Second and 6 coming up. Here's Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. target incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Final shot now for Lawrence. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Let's go. Go. Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly.